Baby, let's just dance, dance. Let's just dance, baby. I just wanna dance, 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 dance. Can you feel it? Can you take it? Can you come and brace it? All of this electricity. Do it right now, right now. Turn the volume up loud. Give me your electricity.
Welcome back to the bar. This is one of your favorite bitches from the past.
Oh,
Christy.
what about me?
Yeah, you're
Kelly.
the other bitch from the past. Well, we have a third bitch today.
Yay! Who would our third bitch be?
Who's
What
the
is
third
your
bitch?
name?
This is Diane.
The third bitch.
The third bitch.
Yay!
For anybody who doesn't know, Diane is Brandon's mom and our friend.
Yes, we have a bitch trifecta. I love it. It is. So this is a really special episode because this is the first time we have a guest. So Diane,
Yay!
you are
The
setting-
honored
first.
one. I'm the honored one.
You're honored. You're setting the tone. Don't
Okay.
blow it.
I won't.
How
Big
rude.
shoes to fill.
How rude.
Yeah.
You don't have any shoes to fill, Diane. You're the first one. So
Yeah, exactly. No expectations. They're very low. Let's start off by thanking this week's Patreon because we have such a big episode to get into. We definitely don't want to forget this because everyone loves this part. So again, I just want to say to all of you who are subscribed at patreon.com/back to the bar, like a ballet bar, BARRE. If we have not read your name yet, do not fret, do not worry, do not be sad. It's coming. We're just trying to get through this big long list without making everyone sit through 14 minutes of reading a list. So we're going to start by thanking Andrea, Vanessa, Daniela, Barbara, Michael, Natalie, Freya, Melissa, Christine, Alexis, Angela, Haley, Naya, Cameron, Ty, Maddie, Jessica, Providence, Erica, Addison, the Sebastian Diaries, Sarah, Megan, Riley, Tracy, Jillian, Kelly, Ashley, Caleb, Jenna, Taylor, Suzanne, Allie, Megan, Geraldine, Rachel, Sally, Kelly, Amanda, Katie, Sawyer, Olive, Paige, Lucille, Daniel, Tiana, Ismira, Jacqueline, Caroline, B, Olivia, Tony, Samantha, Parker, Tawny, Ashley, Michaela, Claire, Andrew, Emmer, Ashley, Maeve, Danny, Ryan, Katie, Lexi, Holly, Elizabeth, Samantha, Becca, Lauren, Katie, Brittany, Lindsay, Lexi, Kinsley, Alyssa, Rachel, Joria, Miranda, Emma, Mild May, Mackenzie, Jonna, Charlie, Rachel, Sharon, Amy, Taylor, Krista, Trevor, Ashley, Kylie, Zoe, Jennifer, Michaela, Michelle, Noah, Michelle, Amber, Christopher, Victoria, Samantha, Young Old Luce, Cassidy, Kara, Jacqueline, Ashley, Amanda, Carter, Onika, Caitlin, Maria, Jessica, Kendra, Eli, Nina, Madeline, Lexi, Paige, Debbie, Isabella, Katie, Kylie, Ricky, Abigail, Madison, Dempsey, Eliza, Tori, Erica, Leanne, and Ben. Thank you all so much for subscribing.
wow,
I
long
know.
list. My goodness.
I know. Thank you all so much for subscribing to Patreon. If you too would like to join us, go over to patreon.com/back to the bar. And each week you can watch the video version of this podcast and see what Kelly's wearing. And you also get our after show at a certain level. And then once a month we share never before seen photos/videos from the past. I was going to say the good old days, but I'm not sure those are the good old days.
Hopefully everybody liked the happy hour we had.
Oh, I know. I
It
had
was
fun. I
Me
think it
too.
was fun. So thanks for joining us. Maybe we'll do it again sometime. We'll see.
Yes.
All right. Well, Kelly, it's your week. It's your
Ugh.
week to lead the
I
pack.
hate when it's my week.
I love your week.
It's so much work.
I know.
I don't like to work.
We are aware, but I have a question before we get started.
What?
How's the hand?
I am just sitting here holding it. It hurts. I still haven't gone to get it checked. I keep thinking it's going to get better, but I don't know.
Kelly, you need to go seek medical attention.
I know it was hard taking my notes this week. I got like 8 pages of notes here.
I mean, it's ridiculous. But Diane, do you know what we do very special every week?
Our first thing we
I
do.
do know what you guys do.
All right.
What's it?
What is everyone's drink of choice?
You want mine first?
Sure.
Yeah.
I have.
Wow.
It is watermelon that I soaked in vodka overnight.
Knew you
And
did that.
Then, so it's watermelon flavored vodka with vodka soaked watermelon and soda.
Wow.
I'm gonna be drunk.
That is a fancy drink. I was drunk
Well,
last week.
You know
were
why
drunk
we
the
have
week
watermelon?
before.
Do you know why we have watermelon?
Yeah, because of the watermelon game. All right,
Yes.
Di, did you show up or should I do it?
Strong.
We'll save you for last. You're our special guest.
Okay, go.
All right. I have, because Kelly and I clearly suck making a martini.
Yeah.
I made a mango martini.
Yummy.
Diane, did you think that this is what I made?
No, I didn't.
I
was
told
wrong.
you.
I was wrong.
I told you. Diane
wait.
swore up and down she knew what my drink was going to be.
Hold on, I got you. You ready?
Mm-hmm. You have a
You got
watermelon.
watermelon too.
It's watermelon, but do you know what this is called? The Dirty Dancers.
There you go. And
is
it's
that
watermelon.
Sprig in there. Did you go out to the garden?
I did. I
know
did.
Oh,
you
you
did.
bitch.
And it's watermelon and fresh lime, mint, soda water, and rum.
That looks good.
Yummy. That sounds good.
Listen,
The
when
Dirty
we're-
Dancer, Kelly.
Okay, I'll have one
Oh.
of those. Next, I got lots of watermelon.
Oh my God, I'm the only one without a watermelon. I just did mango because I like mango in Florida. I like to drink it. But
And mango is in season right now.
they're
This is
yummy.
really good.
Di, bring that over. Come swim this afternoon.
I am telling you.
Oh,
it
okay,
is so good.
bitches. That's
Well,
not
you
fair.
live in Florida.
That's
Come
not
back to the
fair.
Berg. Come back to the Berg.
I am.
It's
too.
warm.
My favorite thing about this episode is that we weren't in Pittsburgh. We
Dance
didn't.
jail.
Yeah, we didn't open up in Pittsburgh. We actually opened up in Florida.
Yes. Yeah.
And they
totally
showed my
different.
favorite thing in the beginning. Did you see the little flamingos?
I did. I
Love
thought
them.
of you. 'Cause
Did you see
said-
my thing on Instagram where I have the flamingo that did the passe for me?
I did. I did see your flamingo doing the
Yeah,
passe.
they're my favorite.
Well, you like their long, skinny legs.
I do.
Yes.
And that they can balance on one leg. See?
They're acrobats.
They
Skinny
are.
legged acrobats who do
Yes.
passes.
Just a little bonus.
Yes, we love a dancing bird.
Okay,
Aw,
so
Glowbird. I didn't even think. Okay.
oh,
Oh,
there we go. She's a little bluebird though, isn't she?
she's
Yes.
every kind of
She was
bird.
a bluebird. I
Oh,
thought.
what? Yeah, when she wrote the
Blue
story,
jay.
she was a bluebird.
Yeah.
Di, do you know how this goes? So Kelly's going to recap and we chime in with our commentary.
Okay.
Okay.
You
think
can
I got
chime
it.
in whenever you want.
I listened. Yeah, I love the episodes. I love them.
Because we're funny
So-
and you love
Because
us.
you are very funny. I did. I told you. Mhm.
Now, I will say, for those of you who don't know, we have known Diane for, oh my God, 4,763 years minimum. You
Yeah.
started the studio the same year that Chloe started.
Yeah.
Or Kelly was there obviously before because Brooke was older. So we've known each other for all of us for what?
Get rid of all my fun stuff.
19 years?
Mhm.
19, 20 years-ish?
Chloe's what?
Mhm.
Chloe started it too.
Yeah, and she's 21. So
Mhm.
we've known each other 19 years. Like you are an OG dance mom that just wasn't on the show. I mean, you were on the show, obviously,
On the
this
show.
episode, but like a permanent cast member. You were always with us. We were always in trouble together. So like if Kelly and I were off doing antics, chances are
Chances are.
Diane was part of the antics.
Yes, definitely.
So that's not clear because in the episode, which we'll talk about, it doesn't seem like that, but you are definitely like part of the crew.
I have to say, your hair is very blonde, Di.
I know.
It's very blonde. I know.
Wow.
I think you're blonder than I am, honestly.
Kelly's, yeah, Christy keeps saying I'm blonder than her.
Yeah. And on the episode, your hair was so dark.
Oh boy, it's bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can't
it's
wait to
weird.
talk about it.
Yeah.
All right, Kel, we'll shut up so you can recap.
Okay.
Take us on the
Okay.
road. Take us on the trip.
Okay.
Take us on
So
the
we show up in Florida. We pull up in our famous white minivans.
Hate that van.
Oh my gosh. They used to make us ride in these 16 passenger vans. And
I have
it-
PTSD every time I see one.
oh my gosh, it was like we were child abductors is what
Yeah.
I think of whenever I see those bands. And then I just think of dance moms and I'm like, oh,
Well, those are child abductors.
they like give me trauma when I see those things.
Wait, is this the episode or is it the next episode that you took your pills?
No, that isn't yet. That
Okay,
isn't yet.
okay,
I
well-
thought of that. No, it's not yet. But we
All right,
were in
that's-
the white van.
We'll tell that story
I
down the
think
line.
that's whenever we had lice.
Oh God.
Yeah, so that's in a little bit.
No,
Yeah.
I did not have lice. Let's be
Well,
clear.
the kids did.
Yeah.
But
I don't think the fans know that story. There's some
we'll tell you whenever we get to that episode. But no, it's
Good
not
Lord.
dads.
All right. So we're in the kidnapper vans.
We pull up in our kidnapper van and there's no Kathy or Vivi.
Mm-hmm.
And you see me in an interview saying that I'm not shocked that Kathy isn't here. She picks and chooses what she goes to, which is such bullshit.
Yes.
Such bullshit. Every week it's that. But
I'm excited to be in a dance studio again. I say that. I go,
yeah.
I'm so excited to be in a dance studio. And I roll my eyes.
Okay, but now let's just say when you're walking from the van, you're like adjusting the water bra.
Oh, am I?
Oh my God, you're like, it's like you're all falling out of your sequin tank top. I'm like, there's the water bra. Make sure you don't pop it there, Christy.
No, I noticed. Why would they put that in there?
I have no idea, but you're like, whoa. Like,
What assholes?
spin it up in there. I'm like, oh, she's gonna pop it.
Now I just have fake boobs. I don't have to wear that bra.
Exactly. Now you just gotta make sure you don't pop those puppies.
Ugh, all right. That's so funny. I don't know why that didn't register. Usually I catch that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You couldn't miss it.
Oh,
And your
God.
boobs looked like they were like D's. They were size D's. They're bigger than they are with your fake ones now. With that, you had a powerful water bra.
Well, I guarantee you they weren't D's because they were itty bitty little mini bees.
Yeah. Part of the itty bitty titty committee.
Itty bitty captain, president,
Yes.
chairman of the board.
Okay, so then Abby is saying that Vivi and Kathy were supposed to do a duet, but there's no Vivi, so Mackenzie might have to do a solo.
Mm-hmm.
She says Chloe gets the week off.
I'm pissed at the way Pyramid went down
Why?
because she was further back on the pyramid than. And look, I am not calling Nia out, but Nia, quote unquote, screwed up the dance, according to Abby. And Maddie cried backstage, which was against all the rules and the violations. And Chloe was beneath them.
Yeah. But I think the thing with Maddie is that
She won her title.
because she said it was because she hurt her foot. It wasn't because we screwed up the dance. I think she saved herself there. But
still, if Abby was really pissed about Nia and you're going to put Chloe beneath her. But I will say that is not why Chloe didn't have a solo that week. Chloe didn't have a solo that week because she was competing at Dance Masters in Florida for the national title, Junior Miss Dance of America. And so she's very busy that week. And there was absolutely no way she could have done a solo. So there's a little BTS for you guys.
she said that Chloe has the week off. And Abby says that she was fine with Chloe getting first place, but your mother wasn't.
Fourth place.
Oh, is that what did I say?
First.
Oh, well, hey,
I know, but Abby
let's go with first. Sounds better.
Yeah. I love that she's like, I was fine with it. When has Abby ever been fine with fourth?
Exactly.
No.
Like
Never in my life.
Shit. And when do you ever really say anything? You know what I mean? Like that was just.
I know.
What?
I never say a word. I'm such a good girl.
So
Shut
then
up, Diane.
you're in your interview and you say that if Abby has a problem, take it up with you, not your 9-year-old.
I stand by that.
Yeah.
I think we all stand by that.
I agree. And again, you have on a one-sleeved shirt.
I cannot help myself, Kelly.
Like, my God, you have as many one-sleeve shirts on as Abby has on headbands.
Oh my God, shut your mouth.
You do.
We're no
Thank
longer.
God we don't drink for those.
Yeah.
Maybe you should.
No, because she gets me drunk with all these headband drinks.
Oh, you don't know, Di. Every time Abby wears a different headband, we have to drink.
I do know.
Okay.
well, 2
So
weeks
just-
ago,
I'm
I
going
was-
to start recapping your podcast by myself and drink with you guys.
There
By
you go.
that
myself.
would be fun.
There you
That's a
go.
fun drinking game.
So then Holly says that she's not surprised that Nia's on the bottom row. And she's like, kudos to the judges for not liking it. I thought that was pretty funny.
She said they did not find Laquifa exceptional.
It was pretty funny.
Mhm.
So she was glad that they didn't like it because she didn't like it either. Abby says she wants no altercations. And Holly said it wasn't an altercation, it was a conversation.
And then she rolls her eyes. I love it.
I love when Holly talks back to Abby.
I do too.
I love it. So then she goes on to tell us Maddie won and everything was great, but no tears from now on. So then she announces that we're going to do a group dance and it is called Snapshot and that we're all models and we need a runway photographer.
Yes.
So she says that she had a lot to think about and she's thinking of bringing in a boy photographer.
Woo!
And then you're like, Brooke.
I the first thing she'd be like, Brooke.
You guys, yeah.
Brooke. Yes.
Did you guys like know that it was for Brooke?
No,
See,
I just knew
in
Brooke like
my
boys.
head, I kind
I
of
think
thought
you
to
guys
myself,
even knew. You guys didn't know we were there, did you?
no,
Uh-uh.
no.
I didn't think so.
But like everybody, all the moms were like, Brooke. And I'm thinking to myself, it ain't going to be Brooke because it's usually Maddie that's the star. So I thought it would have been somebody to dance with Maddie.
I just said Brooke because I assumed Brooke was interested in the boy.
Well,
I mean,
she seems to be the age, but yeah.
correct. But when I say Brooke's name, her face is like,
Yeah, she's
Like-
kind of like, what are you talking about?
but she's very
A boy?
embarrassed and like,
A
boys.
boy? Yeah. Then Abby takes this is the first week
Yes.
that our pictures are covered up on our pyramid or our whatever you want.
Well, it's
chalkboard.
pyramid now.
Okay.
Holly calls it pyramid, like when we go upstairs and sit.
Okay, well, this is the first week that pictures are covered and she reveals them or whatever.
They probably
And-
fell 87 times.
Yeah. And I think that's because they didn't want us to see Brandon's picture on the top as why they were covered.
Oh, yeah. And then they were like, this is a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
So she pulls the cover off of Brandon's to show his picture, and Paige is like, "Oh, he looks weird."
It was the weirdest looking picture.
Paige is
like,
so
Paige,
funny
just-
though.
Paige just says whatever. She don't give a shit. She's like, "Oh, he looks weird."
Yeah.
I'm like,
We
"No,
don't even
he's
know where that
cute."
picture came from. We
Oh,
didn't provide that.
There's
You
a lot
didn't
of things we don't know what came from. They could pull shit out of their ass, Diane. And of course they didn't want him to look like a hot stud. That would make him look good.
So wait, that picture just showed up out of nowhere?
Well, somebody brought it.
Well,
Abby,
I know someone brought it, but you
I don't know
remember
where that came
taking
from. No, I don't know where that came from.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay,
Mm.
so before we get into you coming, I have a question. When did they ask you to be in this episode?
Oh boy. It was like 2 days before or something. And let me tell you something. You talk about hiding the seeds. When they came and asked Brandon and I to do it, at first we said that we weren't going to, and then they kept talking us into it because we were going to be there anyway.
Yeah.
So I had to go to the front desk to see Abby because they were trying to fit him with his clothes. And she looked at me and she said, "Mrs. Pent, you got a lot of nerve."
Why?
Oh, she was so mad at us because when the whole like Dance Moms thing was filming, I was very vocal about
Oh,
the
yeah.
fact that our kids couldn't dance in A
A.
and that everything was taken away from us. And I didn't care. And I didn't care what I said to her. She was so mad that we would dare do the episode on the show.
After you bitched.
Oh God, was she
Wow.
pissed.
Meanwhile,
she
when did-
she couldn't even spit my name.
Interesting. So you got a lot of nerve.
Oh, wow.
Did
We
you say,
liked
I
you being
do? I
there.
have a lot of nerve. Yeah. So you used to bitch. And this was something Kelly and I talked about, I think in the after show. Someone asked how the rest of the dancers in the studios felt. And I said, especially the seniors, because these are like adult sized humans
Yep.
that are used to like going across
Crammed
the floor.
and
Yeah, and they're all
a
crammed
room.
and beat. And we knew that it was unfair, but there was nothing we could do.
There was nothing you guys could do, and it didn't
Mm-mm.
matter. But it wasn't like they used A for a minute. They used
No.
A all day
all
long.
day long.
So
yeah.
all of our classes were taken out of there. Nobody could use the
Move.
space that they had.
So maybe you're the reason that we went on the road
Me,
Yeah.
because then you guys had the studio because
Well, it's
we were somewhere
summer.
else.
But it was
Yeah.
summer too, though. We
Yeah.
always were on the road in the summer.
Yeah.
Not for that long.
So they asked you to come on a couple days before. You never have notice, first of all, of anything.
Yeah.
So
No, there
not-
was no notice.
Yeah.
No. I actually think I flew in a day earlier, and I think I was told a day earlier than that.
Okay. All right. So you
Crazy.
knew, but then they told you obviously not to tell us.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Okay.
You're good at keeping secrets. Secrets
are
are
lies.
lies. No.
Do you remember secrets are lies?
Yes. Yes.
Anytime
yeah.
the kids would have a secret, Abby would like be really mean and go,
Secrets
secrets
are
are lies.
Okay, so then we go to an interview of Brooke, and she's like, her and Brandon used to like each other, but it never went anywhere.
I died.
I'm thinking to myself, never went where?
Yeah.
Where's your
She was
brain at?
9. She was
know.
9.
It went to Studio B. Did they kiss there?
I think
I
so.
heard that was a rumor.
I heard it was a rumor too.
I think Brooke said it was a rumor.
Oh, really?
I'll have to dig into Brandon
Ah.
and ask him. He'll probably lie
Yeah,
though.
we're gonna have to ask.
He'll lie. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, I kissed her in Studio
Sure
B."
did.
Yeah.
Ah. So then we have your entrance. Diane and Brandon come
Oh.
in.
Yes.
Here
Oh.
comes Joan Jett with that haircut.
I know. Your hair was so different.
And a one sleeve
Oh,
shoulder.
I saw that.
Oh my
Please.
God.
Please.
You two should have to drink.
I get
Here,
Not me.
drink.
cheers.
I'll
Mhm.
drink with you. I don't want to be left out.
You
I
would
know.
never stay out. You're in. You're the girl.
Oh my God. Well, yes, you had the one shoulder shirt, but then you stand next to me and we're wearing like our daytime sequins. Your shirt had a little sprinkle of sequins with the stripes.
Christy was always in the sequence.
Always.
They show Abby on an interview and she says that her guys are masculine and she prides herself on that, which I do agree
Yes.
with that. She always gave them very masculine parts.
Yeah.
So then they go to me an interview and I'm like, Brooke and Brandon were duet partners. Then they dated, which they didn't really date, but they
Yeah.
liked each other and they lost their connection. I think that they were embarrassed of each other. And I really do think that.
Yeah,
I think if Brooke liked Brandon, she wouldn't have cared. But
exactly.
it was like as soon as she had that, oh, I like him, she was kind of like,
Uh-huh.
she's still like that.
I
Like to this
still
day.
think they like each other.
I know. I still say they're gonna get married
they
someday.
have that unfinished business.
Yeah,
Oh Christ.
Oh God.
I do say that all the time.
Oh well,
He's so damn cute.
Brooke and Brandon will be at Brittany's wedding. Maybe there will be some
Yeah.
So will Brandon's girlfriend.
well,
Wow. Well, Brooke has a
never know.
boyfriend.
yeah. Well, look, we're meddling mothers at this point.
We are meddling mothers. Yes,
We can
are.
kind of like what if you guys were mother-in-laws?
Wouldn't that be fun?
I'd be so jealous. Oh my God.
That could be dangerous.
Talk
Yeah.
about
Just
leaving me
dangerous.
out. Can I be adopted? Can I just be like the co-mother-in-law? I'll be like the
Yeah.
godmother.
You could be the grandma.
Okay, get out of here.
Okay, so then Abby proceeds to tell us that there's no swimming, no laying in the sun, no riding a ride, that we have 4 days to learn this dance. And she wants to know if Brandon, like she wants Brandon to know you have 4 days to learn the dance.
And this
Brandon's
is
like,
right before
no
she-
problem.
Yeah. But
No
this is-
problem.
There was nothing to it.
no. But this is right before she invites everyone to her house to swim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're not allowed to swim.
But did you see when Brandon first joins the group? Chloe is so, if you have to go back and look at her face, she's like so smirky, embarrassed that he's standing there. Cause I think, like, I swear they all had a crush on him because she used to call him the big boy. Remember?
Yeah.
When she was little, she'd be like, oh, the big boy was so nice to me. She was like 5
Oh,
and he was like 11. She called him the
Aw.
big boy. It was so sweet.
He was so good with all those kids.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
He's
was.
a darling. He really is. And the moms. He has always made the moms.
Oh yeah, he was good with them too.
Not at 13. We're talking about 20-year-old Brandon.
So the moms go upstairs to sit, and this is when you say that we're in Orlando and I'm in a studio. You said what everybody was thinking.
Stupid.
Like, why aren't we at the pool?
Yeah, it's really stupid. Di, what did you think standing in Pyramid when you joined us? Do you remember any of your thoughts?
No, I think I was just so nervous at that time, like just
Yeah.
being there. You know, there was so much going on. You guys were all used to it. I wasn't used to it. I just didn't know what was going to go down. And you don't know ahead of time what's happening.
No, you
You
don't.
don't.
So, yeah.
It's like you're just thrown in.
And I was
It's
still
just like
scared
that
of the
every
big
day.
girl. I didn't know what was going to happen.
I always tell people that being on
The
a
big
reality
girl.
show is like walking through a haunted house. You don't know what's
Yeah.
coming.
You don't know what's
Yeah,
coming.
You have
You
no
don't.
idea. You could tell you were kind of a scared, like, because people who know you were quiet.
Yeah,
And
that is not
you're
the bitch we know.
Exactly.
The whole episode, I was quiet. I was like, just
Yeah, that's not who you are. It's
I
really
know.
weird to watch, and I'm like,
Yeah, I was
Terrible
watching
what
it
you said.
thinking that's not Diane.
no, not at all. Like you're so
That's
much
somebody
more
with dark
fun.
hair and quiet.
Yeah.
Abby's telling the kids how the dance is about a photographer and models, and the relationship grows from there.
She hasn't
whatever
heard of the
that
Me
means.
Too movement.
Then she also says that Brooke and Brandon's chemistry would be good. She thinks that they used to have a fling. I guess she heard the rumor of the kiss in Studio B. which is why I'm surprised that she allowed him to come on.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So you say to Holly, you guys talk about the altercation and conversation, and
The semantics of it all.
yes, Holly's giving us like the definitions between the two of like the difference that Abby
Actually
does not
thought
know
that
the
was pretty
difference.
damn funny.
Did you see my kids? They had black jazz shoes on.
Yes, I wondered if you maybe forgot your dance bag and they borrowed them from other girls.
I have no idea. Yeah, I was just surprised that they had black on. Like, 'cause we
Yeah.
always wore tan, so I don't know
Yeah.
why mine have black shoes on. But
Uh-uh.
and then you said that Abby made Chloe feel bad,
Mhm.
that she had to work on technique, and that you never said anything about her getting fourth place.
I didn't hear a word I said because all I was looking at is how small my lips were back then.
Oh my God, because you got injections in them too.
Yes, I just have a little
I hate
bit.
you.
I just got a little bit.
I hate you.
Diana was choked on her drink.
Yes, I did.
Every week we learn something new about Christy.
I don't have a lot. They're not like Kardashian lips. They're just a little plumper.
Just a little plump.
Okay.
They're like a little mwah. They're like a little kiss.
Little kissy lippers.
Mm.
So then we go to Diane at an interview, and she says, I'm sitting here with these moms thinking, what the heck did I get myself into?
Now let's be
I'm thinking to
honest.
myself, fuck you, bitch. You're like our best friend.
Yeah.
Come on. Now, that was kind of like, I had to say that.
Yes. One of the things that they always do is if you're talking about the show, like, because you're probably talking about the show, like,
Yeah.
what did I get myself into with the show? You can't say the show. So then they make it something else. Just like everybody
Yes.
was always out to get the ALDC. People were always pissed about dance moms, but we couldn't
Yeah.
say that. Just like the girls were always famous because they were from the studio and they always said like they're internet famous. They're famous from the TV show. So
Yeah.
I assumed when you were talking about that you were really talking about the show. Like,
Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
can't
for
believe
sure.
I'm doing this show.
Well, I was very
Yes.
offended. I thought you were talking about me. And Christy was very offended that Chloe was at the bottom of the pyramid.
I was. Holly calls it a pyramid for the first time. That's the first time you hear the word
that's what we
pyramid.
said.
And it's funny that you said that because I had put down about chalkboard because I don't think I ever knew that they really called it chalkboard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We called it chalkboard.
because we actually had a chalkboard.
That
You
spun
know,
around.
we
Yep.
were
Yeah.
so fancy.
Yes, we were.
We were fancy. So we're watching Brooke and Brandon doing their lifts, and Abby's just trying to get them to connect, she says.
Uh-huh.
So I look at Diane and say, they better connect.
I know.
Was I like lecturing you? Like, you are in trouble, Diane. If those two don't connect, it's your fault.
I was a one-time flyer and you were just making sure that Brooke looked good. That's
Yes.
what you were doing.
Yes. So Abby asks, what does chemistry mean? And Brandon says,
Oh,
have
good to see.
emotion and passion between each other. So Abby says, yes, that makes a girl's heart stop. And she looks at Brooke and Brooke says, yeah, same thing.
Same thing. I don't want to talk about it.
Whatever he says is good.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. So Abby says, step up. You have 4 days to find the chemistry. And I'm like, Brooke is 13. She's too young to find that kind of chemistry.
Agreed.
I stand by that.
Yeah.
She's definitely too young.
The problem is Brandon was 15.
Right. And 15-year-old boys, whew,
Yeah.
that's
And you see, every time he looked at her, he was like,
I know.
Brooke, you heard what Abby said.
Yeah. Well, how
Slide
about this next
slowly.
moment? This next moment almost made me gag. When he's holding her and she has to like arch back, and then they have to slide down the body slowly. I was like,
Ew.
I cannot.
and
And
they,
Abby loved it.
oh my God. And they look at me and I'm like, ooh, lovely. I'm like, oh God, that's my 13-year-old. Oh,
Yeah.
I did not like that.
How did you feel, Di?
I hated that.
Yeah.
I
it's
just
a lot.
like it. It was so cringy that it was just like to watch and watch again is even every time you're like, oh,
Oh,
Well-
I know. And then me in my interview, I'm like, I feel like I'm watching Dirty Dancing. Some of the moves are very risky. I don't know.
Di's
That-
drink.
Yeah.
my dirty dancing.
The dance did not look anything like Dirty Dancing, though. I don't know where I got that from. I guess it was just that move because the dance
Right.
was terrible.
Let
Oh,
me
the
tell
dance
you
was
about
terrible.
this drink. This is the drink that they drank on Dirty Dancing.
Oh, it is?
Oh
Ah, look
Anyway,
at you
move on.
showing up. Well,
yeah.
wait,
I got to
Brace
eat a piece of
dance.
my watermelon soaked in vodka. It's like doing a shot.
She has the whole vat. Like,
I feel like I got a whole cupful. I didn't want to run out. We go on to interview with Abby, and she says, I'm watching the rehearsal, and it's like watching paste get sticky. Nothing is happening. Where the hell did she come up with that?
I
Paste
don't know.
getting sticky. You
And-
know what I'm thinking of.
Yes, exactly.
sticky
That's
and-
exactly.
oh,
That's exactly where my brain went, Kelly.
mine didn't, but thanks for the vision.
Yes, that is exactly where mine went. I was
I
like,
was like,
ready
Oh.
to throw up. So then Abby calls me and Diane down into the room. Me and Diane are just like, I want to shoot myself. And we're
You're
walking
like-
down the steps and she keeps calling us. I'm like, we have to walk there. Like, she's so damn impatient. Like, snap your fingers and we just don't arrive.
Oh,
I
God.
had like 4-inch heels on, 6-inch heels on for God's
She's used to
sake.
coming in on her broom, so
Abby tells us that Brooke and Brandon are carrying the number and that Abby is going to send them on a date. And that like we have to butt out. That doesn't mean us going to dinner and getting a table for 4. We're supposed to get 2 tables of 2.
But you guys are like little excited grannies. You're like,
I know, because they were being fixed up. They're so cute. I don't care that Brooke's with Brandon. I just want to be Diane's
date. You want to go on her date. You're
no,
like,
I
oh my
want
God. I
us
get
to
a
be
hall
family
pass.
members.
You're excited you got a hall pass from dance jail
Yeah.
from dance too.
Yeah.
for sure. I like that Brooke said she's never been on a real date. Is that true?
No, she was like 13.
So she had not been on a real date. So this was kind of like her
No.
really her first date.
Yeah, on camera, everybody got to see it. It was very awkward, I
Uh-huh.
must say. But they go to interview, and Brooke says her and Brandon never really dated. They just liked each other. She's never been on a real date. She's only 13.
Aw.
You know, in hindsight, I spent a lot of time at your house, Kelly, with the kids.
And they were upstairs.
That isn't a date. That's just
Well,
I
making
didn't
out.
say it was a date.
So there's a difference between making out and a date.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Brooke's never been on a date, but she's made out with Brandon.
We don't know that. Oh my God, if she's listening to this, she's probably going to kill me.
Yeah.
We don't know. They said it's a rumor that they kissed.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Brooke, it's alleged.
Only Brooke and Brandon know.
We're going to get them on here. We're going to ask.
Yeah, we are definitely
That
gonna
would be
do
funny.
that. We're gonna do
Mhm.
that. Brooke is into telling secrets now. When she was here the last time, we played Truth or Dare, and I got lots of shit out of her. I forgot
Oh,
to ask that though.
Good. What kind of secrets?
Yes.
Anything delicious?
I'm not telling.
Ah,
She
I
just
can't wait.
told me I can't tell you.
I honestly think you could talk Brandon into doing it with Brooke.
Oh, the podcast? Oh, I feel like Brandon would come on.
Oh, he would come on with us.
Yes.
He
He
would come on with you.
Brooke.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He loves us.
Yes. I don't love his mullet, but I love him. He has a mullet. It's really.
And a mustache, don't he?
Does
he
he
looks
still have
so
that
bad.
porn?
He's like a
stash?
porn star.
He has
Yeah.
the porn
He's
stash.
definitely
He
a
looks
so
porn
bad.
star. Okay, so then we see Abby. She's working with Mia on her solo.
Another
And-
ethnic number.
Yes. And she says that Mia does not use her abdominals. Did I say that? I struggled on that word. Maybe I shouldn't have ate that watermelon.
Your abdominals, abdominals.
Oh my. No more watermelon for me. Shit, I'm only on my second page of notes. I got like 8 more to go. And I don't have my goggles on.
You're cut off. She can't see. She has to wear little reading glasses.
I
Then her
know.
earphones
Deal to
fall
you.
off.
And my earphones don't work. So I'm doing it without goggles today. So then Abby says to Holly that Mia cannot correct herself
Ugh.
and that Holly has no clue.
There's a moment you forgot.
What?
Somehow Abby found a headband.
Oh my goodness. I skipped the headbands. I told you I do
Cheers,
not look at
bitches.
Abby. I do not look at
Is that the white
Abby.
one? She did have a white headband. in.
She did. I don't know if that was the white one. I didn't write down the color, but she went from pyramid with no headband to all of a
Yeah,
sudden she had a
I saw it.
headband. It like manifested,
Yeah. This drink is not very tasty.
but it's very potent.
Mhm. Okay, so then Holly says that she loves Mia getting individual time to show off her talents. and she thinks that Abby is setting her up for failure. And Abby says she doesn't know why the moms don't get that she wants all the kids to win.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure,
Why,
Jan.
why don't we get that feeling?
Everything that Abby does constantly contradicts that she wants all the kids to win. She
Like
does
putting a kid on
not.
stage with no music.
Exactly.
She's always pegged people, everybody in her studio. She thinks it's like healthy.
Like to motivate.
Yeah.
But all it really does is create a lot of issues. But wait,
Yes.
did you see Abby doing the head move when Nia was dancing? She's like doing the snake with the duck lips. But Holly literally was saying what we're all thinking, because she does set them up to fail. Like she does. I do agree with Holly.
Oh, I definitely agree. So then Kathy and Abby calls Kathy, and Kathy says, is this her last rites by execution?
Hold on. They're in a hotel room, but seeing Abby in a hotel room is like seeing a dog walk on its hind legs. It's unnatural. It's weird.
Why?
Because it's just weird to see her out of the dance studio. It looks so bizarre to have her in a room that is not the dance studio.
Not sitting on her cheese
mat.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's really, really weird. But you forgot when Kathy knocked, she's like, and then Abby like swoops around the corner, sticks her head out, and then like Kathy ducks in. They look like they're doing a drug deal or something. It's like very sneaky. It was weird. So anyway, go on. I always interrupt you.
It's okay. So Abby says that she's going to pull the duet. And Kathy says that, she has a lot going on in her studio, that she's getting them ready for a competition that they're going to.
I do agree with Kathy, because we all had a life before Dance Moms, and season 1, we definitely were figuring out how to make it all work, but we had dropped everything to make it work. Like my business was totally kaput at that point.
My son was at home.
Your son was
dropped
at home.
My son.
Yeah. Like we were all making these huge sacrifices. I get that she had her studio, but you also signed on to be on this show that has certain expectations. And let me tell you, we did not get like hall passes for anything.
No.
If we didn't show up, then it was a BFD. Our kids were tortured.
Yeah. Which we find out like later on with Brooke.
Yes. I get where Kathy's coming from, but also I understand her point. But Abby being like, Kathy said, oh, you're hurting Mackenzie. And then Abby being like, no, you're hurting Mackenzie. She did that all the time. She would deflect blame of things she was doing on other people. This is your fault. And you'd be like, well, no, you have the power to let them do the dance.
But why didn't Kathy just send Vivi with somebody else?
Because she says later she won't travel with anyone else.
Then they show us, me and you, Diane, we're going on our date.
With your
shoulder
bags
to the fun spot. What, we have shoulder bags?
No, I do.
No, you both do. You have these big long purse straps going.
We probably had alcohol in those. We were probably smuggling in alcohol.
But
that would be my guess.
I don't think we were. That's the sad part. Is I really don't think
No?
we were.
I don't think I needed to. Whenever we're sitting on the bench talking, I am like wasted.
This one's drunk, but in Orlando, there's Disney, there's Universal, there's SeaWorld.
We go to fun spot.
Yeah,
fun spot, because we're high class.
You found the local
nothing but the
carnival.
best for the dance moms. Brooke says, I haven't seen Brandon in a while. It's weird. Then she says, I think Brandon wanted to spend some time alone. I'm thinking, no, I'm thinking that the producers made you be alone.
Yeah, maybe. And Brooke is wearing her rhinestone earrings at the fun spot.
Is she?
She is.
ready to perform.
Although they matched, their clothes matched.
Mhm.
They had little matching outfits on.
They did. They planned that.
It's like they were in Kennywood.
They were navy.
Now you wear your
navy and white.
matching outfits to Kennywood.
Or they followed Abby's packing list.
Yeah, that's probably it. Definitely.
Yeah.
So I tell the kids that we'll meet them in an hour. They go on what are those, bumper cars?
Bumper cars.
I think they were bumper cars or something. And Brandon says, so whenever I'm old enough, 16, are you going to let me drive you around? Brooke's like questioning it. He's like, I won't wreck.
Yeah.
I won't drive like I did on the bumper cars. I'm thinking, thank God.
Yeah.
So this is me and you, Diane. Here's our little moment.
With your crazy eyes.
Sitting on the bench, and I am like, I was a disaster. Like my hair was a mess. I like could
Your
not have
eyes are-
touched my makeup on all day. My eyes are all messed up and I could barely speak. Like
Well,
what?
were
It
you
had to be
drunk?
the end of the day. I'm assuming I looked like it.
it was so awkward. I watched that. It's so, I'm like,
You're
oh,
blaming me. You spent
don't
so
even
much time
remember
with
that
Christy.
you're
conversation.
breaking up my best friend.
I know. Like,
But
what was
again,
with that?
It's because I think you meant dance moms, but you can't say dance moms. So you're like, you're
Yes,
always with Christy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, did they tell you that they wanted you to like cause trouble between all of us?
Absolutely.
Or me and her and me and you?
It was. And
Yeah.
they wanted me to have a conversation with Kelly there. And I'm like,
And then were you supposed to fight with me? Or was I supposed to fight with Kelly?
Was I supposed to fight with you because I was pissed that you said it about me and Christy?
no, I'm not sure how it was supposed to be, but it was just very awkward.
It was supposed to be conflict of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously I would be me. Meanwhile, I was like, hey, do you guys want to go out tonight? Like all three of us?
But how about me? I'm like telling you that how excited I am that you're there, and you know that, and you're like, yeah, I missed you, and then you go to your
I still
interview.
miss you.
I know.
I call
were-
all the time and you don't answer.
I know.
You didn't.
Diane, you were so funny. You're like, oh, we were best friends for a long time. Now you're saying
You
now
hang out.
you hang out with the crazy moms and Abby.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, it's just dance. I'm just a dance.
And you're like,
But you don't answer my phone call.
it's
But when I'm at the dance studio, I'm with Christy. Or if I go
Mhm.
somewhere, I'm with Christy.
yep.
I'm so happy you were so jealous.
I know.
I
You
That
are
was
so
so nice.
jealous.
But
You
I'm
wanna
just
hang out
looking at you the whole
with
time like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're crazy.
But it was true. It was
Well,
true.
yeah, because we were all, and I mean, you guys.
I had no
have-
more friends at the studio because you
Yes.
were both doing your thing. And I was
Yes.
like,
God.
Oh, you were all alone.
I was
Yeah.
so alone.
You
But
were
I'm sitting there
all
trying to
alone.
explain to you. Well, it's like Chloe's classes and Paige's classes are at the same time. So that's why I'm with Christy. It's not because I don't love you anymore, Diane.
And I don't like Christy, but you know, I'm forced to hang out with this bitch, but it's fine. It's all fine. Everything is fine.
So then Brandon asked Brooke, what do you think about Abby sending us here? And Brooke's like, it's weird. Brooke is so funny. She's
Yeah.
so 13. For God's sake.
She's-
Like,
Everything he said, she totally like blows him off.
yeah.
Everything he
she-
said.
Yeah. You can definitely tell she's
He
immature
was
and
feeling
13.
very awkward.
And then Brandon says, you can understand where she's coming from.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brooke's thinking to herself, nah, I don't
And
care
it-
where she's coming from. So
Yes.
then Brooke says, if Brandon thinks anything is going to happen on this date, he's crazy. All I could think of is I'm looking at Brooke and she was so young. She didn't even have her braces yet. Did you see her
Oh,
teeth
yeah.
there? She had like a little gap.
Isn't it weird that they can even say this stuff? Because it's so like,
Yeah. Like I'm thinking to myself, what does like she's like, is something if he thinks something's gonna happen. Like I'm thinking, how do you know like what that means?
What's gonna happen?
Yeah,
To
like
be
what does she
fair.
think is gonna happen?
I don't know.
But Brooke was like totally not interested. She's just like looking around. Brandon's talking to her. She's like, how can I be distracted?
Yeah, look at the roller
Look
coaster.
at the roller
Yeah.
coaster way up
But no,
there.
that
Look how
comes
high
up.
it is.
That comes up.
Okay.
So then there's an interview of Brandon. He's like, Miss Abby says that me and Brooke need to have chemistry, but hey, we're doing the best we can.
We're doing the best. Hey, we're doing the best we can.
Brandon's like, man, I'm trying. I'm checking her shit out. She just ain't jumping on it.
I love that he calls her Miss Abby. It's cute.
Yeah. And then Brooke has the best line ever. I think Brandon still likes me, but I've moved on. I'm not the same as I was when I was 9 years old. That has to be the best line ever.
Oh.
Okay, you've moved on, Brooke. You're now 13.
Yeah.
You are so mature.
I'm not the same girl.
And she wasn't.
No,
Yes, no.
she's so grown up now.
Oh my goodness. Brandon says, you want to ride a ride or do you want to find our mamas?
Brooke picks the moms.
Is that what we did?
Yeah, Brooke goes, let's go find our moms.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
hear that.
Yeah.
She's like, Mom, save me.
Yeah.
So then we cut to Maddie doing her solo practice. And Maddie says her mom says she's a perfectionist. And Maddie says that her dream is to dance forever on Broadway. And she says that she would kill herself if
I
she did
hate
not
that.
dance.
Who
Like,
let
why
this-
in the world would they have her say that?
Who put this in the I have it written in capital letters. Who allowed that?
Yes. Like, it's crazy. Like,
Who
first of all,
allowed that?
if she said it on her own, they should have cut it out. And if they didn't, and they told her to say that, they should not have said that. I mean, she's 8.
And it wasn't said in a funny way. It was said in a very serious way.
Yeah, I did not like that at all.
Yeah, no, that was rough.
It was harsh.
It was a lot.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
It was harsh.
So then we go to Nia practicing. She's in the dressing room.
Yeah, she took a page out of my front porch book because she has nowhere to practice.
Yeah.
Maddie has a studio, so
Yeah.
she's in the dressing room. I'm like, I know that.
So Holly is saying that, somebody has to rehearse with Nia because, obviously Abby isn't. So she's rehearsing in the dressing room. And Holly is reading her notes of the dance. And she's like reading out of the book and says, soutenu plie. And I start laughing hysterically, saying that Holly acts like she's reading Chinese. Where that came from, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't think Holly knows ballet terms or dance terms because she had no freaking clue what a soutenu plie was.
But she does go, that's sloppy.
Yeah.
That's sloppy. I'm like, oh.
Well, she learned that from Abby. So that's when Holly does her interview and she says, this week, I'm not Dr. Holly, not Principal Holly. I'm Dance Mom Holly. This is Holly's boot camp, which I thought was pretty funny. And for people who don't know what that meant was in the summers, we always had Abby's boot camp. And it was like when we went and they danced all day long having like a boot camp. So that's what Holly meant by that. Because people are probably, what the hell is Holly's boot camp?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what that meant. Okay, so then Abby's sitting with the girls telling them that there is a pageant and this competition and that everyone is entered and we don't know who will qualify. Do you guys have any idea who's going to qualify?
I was totally surprised.
Yeah, me
Look
too.
at my face.
Yeah, I was qualified.
Who gave the woman a whistle? Who gave that woman a whistle?
Oh my God, I
want to know. Like, who did it?
So she tells Brooke to go walk to the thing, and Brooke's, her usual miserable
headband. She's wearing a new
God's
headband
sakes.
here. Drink.
Okay. So she tells Brooke to go walk, and she's like,
Yeah.
like Brooke's walk was not good. So Abby demonstrates the walk. She's fabulous. I think Abby was in many pageants. After Abby does her walk, they show Mackenzie doing her interview saying that she doesn't think Abby looks like a model. She's like, Abby doesn't look like a model to me.
She's always saying funny stuff though.
Yeah,
I know. Abby starts asking the kids questions for interview for the pageant. And she asks Kenzie what her favorite acrobatic trick is. But Kenzie doesn't answer it fast enough. So she gets an
Put your eyes down.
Yes, put your eyes down. You didn't answer fast
and
enough.
She immediately went.
Yeah, she listened. She listens.
Kenzie.
So then she asks Nia, what heritage is your name from? And Nia asks what that means. And I think Nia does it because she's always asking Nia these questions. Like the week before, she asked her
to define technique.
Yes. So Nia, I think she just thought, hell with this. I ain't even going to try. I'm just going to ask what it means.
But why does she always ask Nia bullshit like that? Ask her an easy one. But the kids' faces are so insane during this. They like do that slow pan across the kids and the kids are all like, they cannot believe their life. Brooke is like, all of my friends are now at the pool and I'm at this bullshit.
Yes.
Now, if you notice, Chloe's not there. This is another one of those times Chloe is not there because she is off doing Dance Masters. Yeah. So there's quite a few times that people are like, why isn't Chloe in the scene?
She wasn't at the pool. Yeah.
No, she's not at the pool. She's not here because when you do Dance Masters, it's not just a regular competition. You have auditions during the week in each of the 4 different categories of dance, as well as an actual interview.
And every one of them are graded.
They're graded, they're rated, they're ranked, and then you do your solo. but it's like, it's not, it's every day is a different thing. Like ballet is one day, isn't it? Like ballet and tap are
Oh,
one
yeah,
day and then
yeah.
chat. So it's like
Interviews, everything.
interview. And when you're in an interview, like they have to have a little suit. Well, let me tell you, if you've never found a
Oh my
suit for
God.
a 7-year-old, please.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. Like, do you remember us trying to find
And to
those
have them be
suits?
business-like. Like
Yes.
they had to be business-like. That was the hardest part of the whole
You
entire
moms
pageant.
excelled in that stuff, though.
Ugh.
Your girls always
Thank
had like
you.
the matching
God.
shoes, the matching.
Oh my
suit.
God. I used to be up at night dyeing shoes.
No kidding.
Paint,
Yeah.
I used to paint them like with
Yeah.
shoe paint and stuff to make the match. And
Yeah.
oh my goodness, shoot me now.
But that's why Chloe is barely seen in any of these scenes. Because
Yeah.
people ask me all the time. They're like, why isn't Chloe there? Because she was actually off.
I have something to tell you. So Abby says that she doesn't think any of the kids are ready for the interview.
Uh-huh.
Well, my Paige was always so good at the interview. She
Yeah.
always got first place in the interview. And I have to give her a little shout out because my baby, let me see if I could show you,
What'd she do?
at college, she won at college.
Oh my God.
They had
good
a
for her.
like an interview thing.
Composition. Yeah.
Yeah, and she won out of all of the people. She won the interview there. And I said
No
to her,
surprise.
I said to her,
Aw.
Paige, see all those years of us practicing for the Dance Moms pageant, where Chloe was,
True.
it paid off because she actually won in her college.
Aw.
I was
That's so
excited for her.
exciting. I loved though when Abby was talking to the girls that she goes, if they ask you something that you don't know, or the worst thing that you could ever do is not know something and look like an idiot, but don't panic. She just said you're gonna look like an idiot, but don't panic.
You can't freeze or stutter.
That
Just like don't make us nervous or anything. you know?
exactly.
They
Like
give
you're
us
gonna
reason to freeze and stutter.
you're gonna look really stupid, but don't panic.
Okay, but remember that for whenever
Mhm.
we go to the actual interview of the pageant. So here comes the whistle. And then she says, we are adjourned.
I know.
Go find your mothers. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So then they show Melissa at her interview, and she's been trying to get a hold of Kathy for 2 days and hasn't had any luck. Well, all of a sudden, Kathy walks into the dressing room.
And I'm not there, pointing that out.
Okay, well, none of us even like acknowledged that she walked.
No,
in
you
the
guys
room.
are like a gaggle of bitches.
Yeah, we're
You're
kind of
just
like, yeah, like you didn't show up. We're done with you. And Kathy says, so what's going on? And
hey
Melissa,
guys.
yeah, Melissa says Kenzie is upset that they pulled the duet. And Kathy said that she missed her flight.
Mhm.
And I kind of called Kathy out on this. I'm like, well, Kathy, like your flight was 2 days ago.
Mhm.
Like, and back then it wasn't hard to get on another flight. Like she could have gone on a flight in another hour, probably. Like
Mhm.
nowadays it might be a little more difficult, but Kathy says she's over it. You know, we do the same choreography all over and over.
Right.
Meanwhile,
Right.
I'm thinking to myself, like Vivi hasn't even really been in many dances that you would know that our choreography is repeated
same,
over
exactly.
and over. Okay, so I said to Kathy that, you know, it's been 2 days, like that your flight was canceled. Where have you been the last 2 days? And she goes back and forth with me saying that this doesn't affect us.
Mhm.
And I say that, it does affect us. We're a group. Like when you're a group, like everybody has to do everything because
Yeah.
we are a group. And why is it okay for us to do it and Kathy not have to do it? Kathy says that it's just between her and Melissa.
But this is what pisses me off.
And I'm arguing it for Melissa.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because
I have enough things to fight of my own, and I'm
Right.
fighting Melissa's battle for her.
exactly. And the thing is, like behind the scenes, off air, where I get pissed off about this is we all signed up for a reality show. I didn't want to open my mouth for 95% of the things I opened my mouth about, but
you had
Abby would say to Melissa, don't open your mouth. You're going to ruin your kid's future. So Melissa would sit there and not do her job. Melissa never opened her mouth, never said anything, never came across badly. We did because we were on a show. We all signed the same contract, but then the cameras would go off and she was a whole different person.
Mhm.
That's what pissed me off.
I agree.
And Diane, you're a
100%.
neutral party who's not there and you can vouch for that.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I did. When I watched that scene, I just sit and watch it, and I'm like, this is so typical of exactly what would happen. And when I watched you and Holly going at her, and then whenever Kathy says about put your hand up her butt and be a ventriloquist, it just made me laugh because it's exactly the way it was.
Yes.
It was like.
But the other thing that aggravates, sorry, I didn't mean, go ahead, finish.
It's okay. No, I just like that scene made me laugh because it was so typical of Melissa just sitting there while and not say a word. And everybody
Abby would
else
tell
is
her
like,
that. Yeah. Abby would say, don't open your mouth.
Okay. But then see, the thing that bothers me is I sit there and fight because of Mackenzie, but then Melissa turns around and says that nobody likes her kids.
Exactly.
Like she's like, oh, well, Kelly doesn't like my kids. Well, if I didn't like your kid, I wouldn't be fighting someone on national television to support her.
Oh yeah,
you know. So like,
but Holly's getting a little sassy with Melissa, or Holly's getting a little sassy with Kathy.
Yes, I loved it.
Me too.
I loved it. And Holly is the one that says that Melissa isn't saying anything.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I said about Kenzie being upset for the 4 days. And Kathy says we should have put on our tights and gone on stage with Mackenzie. Kathy, you're lucky we wore our tights the one day. You ain't getting me in that shit twice.
and she tried to upstage you there.
Yeah. Did you see my face whenever she said that? I'm thinking to myself, oh my God.
I didn't see it. I don't even think I registered she said that. That's hilarious.
We'd have brought age group up a little bit, wouldn't we?
We'd have been in the geriatric category.
Yeah. So Kathy says that Vivi's not in any of the dances. She doesn't consider her being on a swing being a part of the dance. And I say that Vivi was on the swing, and this sounds so rude, but Vivi was on the swing because she couldn't do the dance, which Kenzie couldn't do the dance either. I wasn't like trying to point out that Vivi wasn't any good. It's just they were 6.
They're 6.
Like I get it. Sure. I get it. But she wanted to be part of my whole point was that she wants to be part of the team. We did everything we could to try to make her part of the team.
Sure.
Just by letting her be on the swing. Otherwise, she would have been sitting there in the audience all week.
In the audience, right.
Oh, Holly made me laugh at this point too. So I'm saying about how, we put Vivi in the dance and, we're doing what we can to have her be part of the group. And Holly says, I don't care what you have to say.
Dead. I don't care.
And then then Holly says, no one tells me what to do. I'm like, you go, girl. This is when Kathy says you might as well be a ventriloquist and stick your hand up her butt. So Holly says she's mad because Melissa isn't sticking up for herself and she's being a doormat. Then they show us going to Abby's house in Orlando. I have a question. Why weren't you there, Di?
Yeah.
I was surprised she didn't have you and Brandon come to her house.
No, we were dance masters. We were dance. That's why Chloe wasn't. Chloe wasn't there.
Just me.
Okay.
We were dance masters.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And they made me go because I was like, "Do I have to go?" And they're like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Well, Chloe's not there." They're like, "No one will ever notice."
No, we were dance
everybody
masters.
Notices.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
But I like that she said that they need a minute to enjoy the pool. Well, you just told us that this is all serious. No sunshine, no pool, nothing.
Yeah.
And last time we heard about a pool, chlorine is like kryptonite for dancers.
For dancers, yes. And no suntan lines. No.
Oh
nothing.
God, no.
Yeah. But so we show up at Abby's house in Orlando, and we are going to enjoy the pool and have lunch. And Mrs. Miller makes her cameo.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
I know.
Loved her.
Yeah, she's
sweet,
sweetie. And Abby says that her mom is a gracious lady to everyone in the world but her. She had to add that but her in there. I don't know. I think Mrs. Miller was nice to Abby, don't you?
I do.
I never remember her being mean to Abby.
Did you see that?
I just always remember the stories about Mrs. Miller never wanting a child.
That's true.
No, I know. Yeah.
My God. And the time Mrs. Miller told me that Abby was in Tokyo and everyone kept stopping her for photos.
Because
Mrs. Miller?
They kept stopping Abby. This is far before the show, but Mrs. Miller told me this. I am not saying this. Mrs. Miller told me they kept stopping Abby because Japanese are really tiny and they couldn't believe how big she was.
No.
Yeah.
They wanted pictures with the giant.
She kept
Oh
saying-
my goodness. It's like Bigfoot.
Big Godzilla.
Oh my
Godzilla.
goodness. That's
Kelly.
funny.
Mrs. Miller told me that story. I want to put it
never
out
heard
there.
that
I
story.
did not say it. Mrs. Miller told me.
Oh, that's funny.
Did you see Broadway Baby?
Yes. And it was just groomed, 2 weeks ago? They still haven't washed its face. So then Abby throws Brooke in the pool.
Yes.
Yes.
And then it's my favorite scene of the entire episode.
Me and you making
Yes.
martinis. Yeah, we were a little not so good at these.
My favorite thing is that we take a sip and it hits us at the exact same time, and we're like, I actually
Me, you're like,
recorded-
I don't know how to make a martini. I'm like, just throw some in there. Just throw whatever in.
What rookies? My
Go
God.
drink it.
listen,
Drink it.
it's like we're a couple of 14-year-olds who parents went out of town for the weekend. Leave
Well,
us alone.
Did you see us in the kitchen? It's like we're sneaking the
Yeah.
martinis. Like, okay, nobody's gonna see us in here making these martinis
I
or
know.
like see us coming out with a martini. Like,
That is one of my favorite freaking clips from Dance Moms.
Yeah,
I
that was
don't
pretty
see it that
funny.
often. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh.
so then Abby pulls out a watermelon and says that she loves this game. And she explains how you do it. You grease the watermelon and throw it in the pool, and you try to grab the watermelon, and the first one to get out of the pool holding the watermelon wins. So you take the greased up watermelon and go to throw it in the pool, and Abby was
Grabs
a chicken
my
shit.
ass.
Well, she was going to throw you in, but she was a chicken shit.
I mean,
She
I'm
was
really
afraid you to
scary.
kick her butt, man.
and scary, but she grabbed my ass.
Did she make contact?
Oh
Looked
yeah,
like she did.
grabbed my ass.
Yeah.
Through my
I wanted her to
Spanx and
push you
everything.
in.
For my
Shut up.
Spanx.
Nia, Paige, and Brooke have the watermelon. I guess Maddie's in there too. And they're all trying to get this stupid watermelon. They clipped to you in their interview saying, we just want to have fun in the pool, but it's got to turn into a competition, which is so true. So true. You know, it couldn't just be like, let's have fun.
Nope.
Play Marco Polo or something.
Yeah,
No, we're going to try to
we
pick
have to
up
have a winner.
but-
Meanwhile, I've never played the watermelon game in my life. Either of you?
I've never heard
Yeah, I
of such a
have.
thing.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never even heard of it.
I never heard of it either.
Mm-mm.
There used to be teams and you didn't touch it, you had to splash it to a different side of the pool. And whoever got to
Ah.
the side of the pool was the
Oh,
winner.
yeah.
I'd be so
Yeah.
pissed. I hate being splashed.
Okay, well, we were playing like men, Miss Melissa said.
But before Maddie got hurt or whatever, Melissa was like all about it. She's giggling, she's
Yeah.
laughing, she's encouraging.
yeah,
So
it
she was into
it
it.
was all fun. And then Maddie got injured. I loved Holly. They clipped to Holly, and Holly's like, Maddie's crying because she got injured, but I didn't see Maddie get hit.
No. And then Maddie says it was Nia.
Yeah.
She just downright blames her. Like she was a
That's-
criminal. She was like,
Nia hit me.
Yeah, but that they say it was Nia, but then when they go over to Maddie, Brooke's over
Trying to
talking
win.
to Maddie about
Oh.
no, she's over like consoling Maddie, like saying, you know, like what happened. And Maddie's like, you hurt me, like blaming it on Brooke. So I don't know who it was, if it was Brooke or if it was Nia, whoever it was. But
I don't
Holly
think anybody.
says-
I don't
Holly
think
says
anybody.
it was neither of them. Maddie was
Yeah,
not hit. She
correct.
was watching. And Melissa says she's talking to Maddie and she's just saying, stay away from it. You're a girl, not a boy.
What does
Like-
that even mean?
Like that must be a boy game because you're fighting for the watermelon.
I don't know. I thought that was really weird. I was like,
I don't know.
okay.
I thought all
And-
the girls were having fun doing it. So,
But then Melissa looks and she goes, "Oh, it's really swollen." And then that's when
And
Holly
first
says,
of all, it
"You're
wouldn't have been
play-"
swollen already. It happened 2 seconds ago. Unless something
Exactly.
was broken, I don't think it would have swollen up that fast.
But that's when Holly says, Melissa, or no, I guess Holly later says that she needs to get a better handle or a better balance on that kind of
Yes,
thing.
that's in the
But she's
Loved
playing
when
in-
she said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like
Better
playing into
balance.
it. She's like, "Oh, you're swollen." Like,
yeah.
if that were Chloe, I would be like, "You're being ridiculous. You're
Like
not
stand
hurt."
up, you're fine. You got
You're
a scratch on
fine.
your leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they were like, first of all, you're in water and you're trying to get the watermelon.
Yeah,
of
like-
course, somebody might scratch you or something. I guess it's just part of it. Not that big of a deal, but whatever.
Don't worry.
So-
Richie Christie says something. Go on.
So then we go to interview, and Melissa says that Nia is pretty rough and Maddie doesn't like to play rough.
I cannot believe they called Nia out like that. I can't.
Well, I know. And then they go to clip to a scene of Paige, and Paige is like on top of Nia, like it's like she's trying to drown her. And I'm like, well, I'm thinking it's not just Nia playing rough.
Yeah.
I think they all were. Like, so Nia, it wasn't just you, it was all of us. But so then we go to you in an interview, and you say that Maddie cried because she didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
And that someone else, like she was crying because someone else got 3 seconds of glory in front of 4 moms.
I mean, I will say that was pretty bitchy, but honestly,
It was true.
it was true.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing that it's like, I don't know. I'm just a different mom. You're fine. Stop
I
it.
am
Don't
too.
act like that. Like you're being a brat.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Like that's how I would have handled it.
Yeah, I agree.
But whatevs.
So then they cut to Holly, and Holly says that child was not injured. Melissa needs to get a handle on this. And, 2 episodes in a row now, Maddie cries and blames it on Nia.
Yeah.
So I can see why Holly says that, because last
100%.
episode it was Nia messed up the dance, so Maddie was crying. And now this week, Nia hurt her, so Maddie's crying again. We're practicing, and Melissa says that we're at a competition in Orlando, but Maddie likes a challenge and says that Juliana is Maddie's competition, and she's good, but Maddie has no competition. I've never even heard of this Juliana girl.
I think that they just saw her, honest to God, and I don't know this. I think they just saw her warming up in the hallway and Maddie was looking intimidated by her. So they went with it. But could you imagine? So we hadn't aired yet at this point, and then later on, like Dance Moms, because this becomes this whole thing. Can you imagine being that kid looking back, being like, holy shit.
So Melissa tells the little girl that she asked her, are you a good tumbler? And Juliana's mom says, it doesn't matter who wins, just so it's fun. She's like basically asking the question, does it matter who wins, or is it just for fun? And nobody responds. So she's like, what's the answer? And Maddie leans over and says to them that I don't care if I don't win.
Shall we all drink? Well, we just saw the watermelon game, and everything in Dance Moms has shown completely the opposite of that.
Did you continue to watch that clip when Maddie is sitting there and it all gets quiet and she goes,
yeah, that's at the commercial thing. They paused it at that. Yes. It's like she's twitching. Her mouth has like a twitch because she's dying. Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I literally backed that up 3 times because that poor girl is standing there like, I don't care who wins.
Even before Juliana comes over, they're sitting there and Gianna is running the dance with Maddie. And you can tell Maddie is looking at Juliana the whole time. And Gia keeps saying, do you need a drink? Should we go get a drink? Let's go get a drink. And Maddie finally goes, sure.
What did you like to see behind the scenes, though, what Maddie has encountered between Melissa and Abby? Like, if she doesn't win, like, what has she endured behind the scenes from them?
What is their reaction to her?
What do they say to her to cause her that much anxiety? Because she literally, as a child, has anxiety coming up against something like that. Like, you can, like, that whole twitch is like, you could just see that anxiety in her. And she's young.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, I mean, it's not. I don't know. I mean, you can kind of see little glimpses of Melissa in some of the clips when she's like, be a grown up, like last week, but I don't know what went on behind the scenes.
That's when they go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So they all say good luck and goodbye to each other. And Abby says that Maddie is the only one that qualified for the pageant. They have an interview with Maddie, and Maddie says that she's nervous because Juliana is competing. And then we watched her dance, and Melissa cries.
Of course. It wouldn't be Dance Moms without Melissa crying at a solo.
Okay, but how about me sitting in the audience watching Juliana dance?
Oh, I didn't notice. What'd you do?
I'm just kind of like really like into her dance, and I kind of look like I'm thinking, oh, I hope she does good.
That's amazing. I didn't know that you did that.
That's kind of like I don't remember doing that, but as I'm sitting there, I don't know if like they showed a clip of me like looking with that look on my face of me watching someone else perform and they showed it with Juliana performing or what, because I don't know that I would really be into that, like her dancing. I didn't even know who she was.
That's funny.
You know?
I'll need to go back and rewatch.
And at that point, I had no idea they had even met. So I don't think that is my facial reaction to her dancing. I think it's me watching someone else dance, like probably my kid or somebody. Then we go to an interview of Maddie saying that I'm a winner and I don't let the competition get me. But I thought she was a little nervous.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I thought she was a little nervous from that little Juliana.
I agree.
Then they have the interview part of the pageant and Juliana goes up and I thought she did very good.
I do too.
At hers. You know, she thanks her mom and she thanks Star Power and everything. Then Maddie does hers and Maddie stumbles over some of her words.
But do you see before she starts stumbling, Melissa in the audience is like moving her lips in sync with Maddie?
Saying what she's supposed to be saying.
Like being the ventriloquist. Did you notice that, Di?
Yeah, like they practice.
She's like, it's hysterical.
So Maddie stumbles and she like goes and she walks off the stage and Melissa is like asking me how she did. And I'm like, oh, she walked gorgeous.
I literally, no, it wasn't you went, she walked gorgeous.
Well, because I feel like I knew she messed up. I mean, it was quite obvious. And
you said something positive. That was
right. I did. And that's what I think you should do. Like when my kids come off stage and they mess up, like I try to think of what was the positive thing of it. I mean, like when Paige walked off stage and forgot her dance. I said, oh, you looked beautiful in the part that you did do. You know, I was just like she walked beautiful. I didn't really want to bring up the bad part of the speech. So I was just like, and Melissa keeps saying, well, did she speak well? And I'm like, oh, she was perfect.
You're a good friend.
Oh, I know. I was just trying to be positive. Like, you know.
But when Maddie messed up on stage, Abby behind Melissa is disgusted.
Yeah, she was.
You can see her like disgusted.
Yes. But even though she messed up her speech, she still won the pageant. Mm-hmm. So they did the whole trophy thing and whatever. Yes.
Cal, did Brooke compete there?
I think she did. She was in like a gown thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think she did. I don't know what happened with, I can't even remember.
I don't remember either, but
I think she went for like
I wasn't there.
I think she went for Teen Miss Star Power.
Okay.
Okay.
So then they show us in the dressing room and
headband.
Di, don't you hate her headbands?
Sorry.
Oh. Sorry. How come nobody brings up that starfish ring that she's been wearing for as long?
You know what? I almost brought that up. I had it in my notes and I didn't bring it up, but I will tell you something. My daughter cannot buy anything with a star on it because of that ring. There was this really pretty bag that Chloe wanted for Christmas. And she was like, it's a Dior and had a beautiful star on it. She's like, I can't have that bag. She's like, I don't want anything with a star. She's like, I have trauma from childhood from stars, from that ring.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. She cannot own a star. I had something with a star on one day and she goes, you're better than that. Yeah.
You go, Chloe.
I know. She told me.
I think as time goes on, you guys should be drinking to that ring too.
Oh,
for God's sakes, we can't drink any more than we already do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that ring is going to show up quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it does. That the flip-flop shirt makes another.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. Don't you worry.
So Abby is asking Brooke and Brandon why they look miserable and tells them that they should draw the judge's eye to them and that they won't if they see vanilla paste drying. Again, we're referred to as paste. This time, at least we're vanilla. At least we got a little flavor this time.
I guess. I didn't know paste had flavors. I've never eaten paste.
And Di, did you notice you were doing Brooke's hair?
I noticed you doing Brooke's hair.
Yeah, you were doing Brooke's hair.
Was I doing a twist?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I was so excited. You should come every week because I always got stuck doing both my kids. And I bitch every week that I did the only one that has 2 kids to get ready. Then we go to an interview of me saying that Abby shouldn't expect Brooke and Brandon be connected. That's why they didn't do a duet last year. So Brooke and Brandon always did duets together. And that year we didn't do a duet.
Why did they not?
I don't think they did because I don't know if it was because we were starting the show. I can't remember, but I know she wasn't happy with the way they connected at their last duet that they did. They weren't scoring very well. But then they go to Brandon in his interview and he says he's trying to connect with Brooke all week, but she has been very cold towards him.
And then Randy pops in and goes, her mom's the same way.
Yeah. First dose of having a woman be a bitch.
Randy's like, her mom's a frigid bitch. She puts underwear on to come to bed.
Oh, be quiet. Tell all my secrets. Oh, Christy, you're such a bitch. I'm not going to be friends with you anymore. I'm going back to Diane.
All right.
Don't have to worry, Diane. She's not going to take up any more of my time. They get ready to dance. Well, oh my God. Brooke in this dance, it's like she totally forgot how to dance.
This is the worst dance I've seen yet on Dance Moms.
Oh my God. It was so bad.
It may be the only one that didn't place.
It might be.
It was just horrible. The costumes were horrible. We looked like old ladies. We were supposed to be supermodels.
We were snowbirds. We were the snowbirds coming down from Cleveland.
Yeah, we were horrible. It was bad.
Awful.
Yes.
Awful. Chloe pops in. You do see Chloe for 13 seconds. Like, there, look, she's in the episode, but that dance was bad. Those hats were awful.
Oh my God. Brooke's hot pink, big. Oh, her grandmother wouldn't even wear that hat. So I say that Brooke and Brandon were supposed to be falling in love and they could not be more disconnected. You and Brandon are walking like away and I am standing there giving you like this evil eye. Yes. What was that?
I don't know.
I don't think I was looking at you then either. I wouldn't be giving you a dirty look.
You skittered
I love you.
I know.
Wait, I just remembered something about this day.
What?
Oh my God. Okay, so wait, totally behind the scenes. So when we were in this hotel, this Hilton had like a lazy river outside, okay? We hadn't aired yet. We aired coming up the next week was when the show premiered in Vegas. So no one knew who we were, but I just remembered in the lobby, everyone was talking about Teresa from Housewives of New Jersey was down at the pool with her daughter because her oldest daughter was a dancer. And I don't know if it was, she came up to the lobby and I think the cameras were there. And I think you and I tried to say hello to her and she was a total bitch to us. Wanted nothing to do with us. And we were like, no, we're filming a reality show. Well, then
she was like, I don't care.
Yeah. But then coming up in a couple, I think it's season 2, 3 somewhere, her daughter becomes a huge fan of the show. And she's actually sitting behind us in the audience. And I think Teresa tried to talk to us then. And we were like, nope, you wanted nothing to do with us before we aired. Yes.
That's funny.
I totally forgot about that. It was here.
That's funny.
Uh-huh.
Well, in that part, and I don't know if you're getting up to that, when we were leaving, Brandon's yelling at somebody saying that we're leaving. But what was really happening there is Brandon was supposed to be at the pageant and we were supposed to be there at a certain time. So when you see Brandon saying, you know, I forget what he says, I can't stay or I got to go or something like that. He wasn't saying that to Abby. They show Abby. He wasn't saying it to Abby. He was just saying, I got to go because he had to be at the pageant. Yeah. And he was supposed to be there for interview or something like that. And it ran late. And so he was freaking out because he knew if he missed his interview that he was disqualified. So he had zero chance of being at the pageant. And so when we're turning around saying something, we're just saying it to
producers,
whoever was standing there, we're saying it to them, but it makes it look like we're saying it to Gianna and to Abby and to the rest of the crew. That's not how it was.
Just so people know, you're calling it the pageant. Dance Masters, we called the pageant. You're not talking about Star Power pageant.
I'm not talking about Star Power.
No,
I'm talking about Dance Masters.
Yeah, just to be clear, because people might get confused. Because we called it the pageant.
But right, we had to get in a car and get into a totally different
Gaylord Palms.
Yeah.
Because that's where I was. I was there.
Chloe was already there.
Done. Actually, I think Chloe's interview was after Brandon. So you had less time than I did because I got her over there and I changed.
So they show us in awards and we are not even in the top 10. Ugh. And they show Abby's flip-flop top
That's a drinking moment as well.
drink. That should be a shot.
That should be a shot. That stupid flip-flop shot. Flip-flop shirt.
Ugh. Nia is rehearsing her Bollywood solo, and Abby's actually rehearsing it with her. And Holly gets mad and says that Abby is barking at Nia, which she does.
She does.
Do that. She sounds like she does.
No, Abby was harsh.
I love when though Holly leaned over and she's like, Nia, do the solo.
Yeah. Abby is in an interview and says that Holly is making Nia weaker, not stronger.
Is this when Abby says she doesn't appreciate being compared to a dog?
Yes.
Well, do you think that our kids appreciate all the bullshit that you say about them on national television? Because I bet they don't. I'm just guessing.
Nia does a kick and like the catch and tilt thing. And she says that it should be perfect because it's in all of Nia's dances. And Holly looks at Abby and says, I think you're feeling it one way and Nia is feeling it another way. I'm thinking, yeah, I think that happens an awful lot with everybody.
Holly is trying to use logic on Abby, and
Yeah,
Holly
that
is
doesn't
forgetting
work.
that logic does not work on Abby.
Yeah.
But Abby does introduce her creepy voice again.
She always uses her creepy voice.
I know. People are like, is that real? Yes, that's real.
Yeah, like we had to record all the time because of her stupid voice. Then we have Abby saying that Holly says Nia isn't tall enough, she's not skinny enough, she's not good enough. That's how Abby feels Holly feels. Did that make sense?
No, none of it made sense. Not even you recapping it, but when Abby was saying it, it didn't make sense.
Nothing is ever good enough for Holly. Is what
Yeah.
I got from that. But then Abby says that Holly shouldn't question Abby. She should trust her. She
Yeah.
gives her that Abby gives Nia the tools and it's up to Nia to use them. And Abby tells Holly that she doesn't need to wipe Nia's butt the whole way there. I'm thinking, ah.
But then Holly goes, I'm not asking you to wipe her butt. I'm like, is this a real conversation? It's at this point, it's like everything has gone off the rails. This is absurd. I cannot believe this is our life. Like, that's how I feel about all of it.
Holly is still saying that don't bark at Nia. And then they go to interview and Abby says, Holly is basically calling me a dog. And I don't appreciate that.
Well, I don't appreciate being called white trash. So, hey, you know,
Do you notice when Holly and Nia are walking away from Abby, Nia is like
Yes.
holding on to her
Yes.
mom's arm for like
Yes.
dear life. Like, it's okay, mom. It's okay.
but you
Yeah.
forgot the part where Holly says to Abby, this is not the way you speak to Maddie. And that was always our point is like, you talk to one in a really nice way and she always delivers, but then you talk to the rest of them like they're pieces of shit and then they fail. So
Oh, well, I've pointed that out in so many episodes. That,
yeah, but
I mean,
Holly was the one who was saying it.
yeah.
So, and then Abby says, well, I only have to tell her once. Yeah. Okay. But do you, or is that the story you're telling the people watching?
She doesn't have to correct Maddie more than once on camera because Maddie already had a private lesson beforehand.
Yes.
And
learned it. and
learned the
was
dance
corrected.
beforehand. And so that's why she only has to do it on the camera once for
Once,
Maddie or
because-
whatever. And 100 times for us because we had no clue of what was going on.
Right.
Like when you have the advantage ahead of time, it definitely makes a difference.
Yes. But that's the kind of stuff that when we point out, everyone's like, you're jealous. And I'm like, no, we're not jealous. We're telling you. And Diane's just sitting there laughing because first of all, you poor thing, you've heard this bitch since like
my
not
gosh.
this bitch, but you've heard us bitching the same bitch for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years.
Yeah.
But we're not wrong. Like you're an
No.
outsider. You know that like what we say here is accurate versus what people think.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like you know it because you lived it, you saw it, you experienced it, and like you were a witness to it. You're not going by what we say, you're going by what you
Oh,
observed.
no. Yeah, for sure.
And are what we say are we wrong?
No, what you're saying isn't wrong.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Okay, so then we get to the dressing room and Nia's asking Holly what's wrong. Holly tells Nia she's sorry, which I thought was so sweet. And Holly starts crying. And Melissa tells her, you can't cry. You're our rock. You were in your interview saying that Holly never cries. You guys have been friends for a long time. And you say that she stopped being an educator and became a mother.
I know that scene was.
Yeah.
Well, see, because Holly and I lived 2 streets apart for years, far before the show. And so we did a lot, even though I wasn't hanging out with Holly, I hung out with you guys because she was my neighbor. We would carpool, or if she was out of town. So I had been friends with Holly. I don't want to say more than other people. I have no idea, but I had a different relationship with her because I knew her better because just proximity of where we lived.
And we didn't see Holly so much because
right.
Holly worked.
Exactly.
So we sat at the studio and watched all the rehearsals and stuff, but Holly was at work. Holly just would, if she did come in at all, it was just to pick Nia up or to drop her off.
I think that's why when I saw her upset, I was like, oh, I'll go talk to her.
Holly says that she's upset because she subjected Nia to this.
Which is exactly what you said 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you feel like a horrible mom because you're putting your kid in a position that you can't get them out of.
Mm-hmm.
But you tell Holly to wipe her tears, and Holly just feels bad because Nia's being Holly's rock and Holly's supposed to be her rock.
Yeah,
so
but I think the girls also could pick up on that at times where stuff that was really bothering us, because there's times that I think our girls comfort us.
Definitely. Yeah.
And I also have to say, when I'm talking to Holly in the bathroom, this is so shameful. I am wearing a maternity dress. This was the dress I wore the day I gave birth to Clara. I wore that dress in the hospital because I'm looking at it. I'm like, is that my maternity dress?
Gosh.
I was wearing a fucking maternity dress from Walmart. It was from Walmart because nothing fit me. I'm like, why am I wearing that on camera? Again, I need to go back and have a chat with 2011 Christi. She needs some guidance. I do have to say, I didn't say this earlier. I love Nia's costume. I love that little snake on her arm.
Yeah.
I think that costume is pretty.
Yeah.
I do.
I do like it.
I don't think I ever realized how flexible Nia was.
Nia is.
I mean,
yeah.
I know she was so much younger than my kids, but I don't think I ever realized that was a big part
I think this was a very good dance for Nia.
This
was
one
of her
loved
best.
It.
Yeah, this was one of her best.
I loved her dance. I thought it was great. I thought she killed it. I thought that she did everything great. I'm glad she had good choreography, which Ali had said earlier.
Yeah.
He was like,
because the week before the dance was
oh my God.
No dance in it. It was just kind of moves. So
but then she had also said, I'm worried that because I asked, basically that she woke up the Kraken and the Kraken was gonna go completely the other way and give her too much. But I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. Yeah. And obviously the judges thought it was great because she got first place.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was great. And Holly loves it.
Yes. Holly was so excited. She's thrilled. And did you see when Nia comes off the stage with the awards, that's Nia's cousins there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Her little cousins were there.
I saw that too.
Visiting. Yeah. This is when we have the interview of Abby saying we're the dream team and that we've been doing so well.
I want to stop you right there because I have to take a note, or I have to take a minute to point out. So Abby's legacy of dancers, she always had certain dancers that were, by the time they got to seniors, incredible. They were incredible. Brittany, Diane's oldest daughter, was one of them, but she had groups at times that were incredible. And when Gianna was a senior, she had this amazing group of girls who were some of her strongest dancers who all happened to be the same age. And they did one of Abby's signature dances, Baby in a Box, which we can talk about. But
that was good.
That dance was amazing.
Yeah.
But I remember Gianna saying to me when our girls were on Dance Moms that they were like the dream team. She was like, we were great when we did Baby, but we were always waiting for them to get old enough. Baby in the Box was the benchmark. And she would say, can you imagine when these girls, because she was like, this group is incredible together. And so it always pisses me off when they go back and they're like, they weren't even that good. you know, because they went and they like cast people from other studios that Abby never taught and blah, 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 you know, like we will get into that in subsequent seasons. But I just want to point out back then, before jealousy got involved, before the show aired, before it was political, they really thought this group of girls was the dream team. So I just want to point that out because Abby and Gianna always go on social media and talk shit on these girls. And I'm like, God, like you guys used to say how great they were, but all of a sudden, like now you're changing the narrative.
They're not. Yeah. Yeah.
That was one of the things, like once the show aired, is like, and Christy, you're right. Like these girls were so incredible for that age, but everything revolved around the show. So all that technique that they were getting every single day in the studio was gone.
They stopped getting it. That's what I said. Yeah,
it was gone. I
mean, that's why they get worse as they get older.
Yeah.
Because the only people who get better are the people who stopped going to regular school and took that time during the day to go to technique class. And so if we decided to go to regular school because we thought it was important for whatever reasons, we started to slip.
No, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But I did want to point that out. So when she called us the dream team, that was real. Like they really were. But, you know, it all fell. But again, she was wearing a headband, so drink, and let's move on.
So Abby says she has news for the moms that we're going to fall off our chairs. And I say, oh, God, what? I can
she has a boyfriend.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to be something way more exciting than this. But she says that we're going on the road. We're going to Vegas, and to LA, and to Lake Tahoe. Is anybody excited?
Woo! Except I already knew we were going there. So that wasn't really news.
And I'm like, I'm not going to fall off my chair. I'm just going to shoot myself. I point this out every week because I want everybody to realize how like my kids' relationship changed. Do you see whenever Abby's standing there talking, my kids are right with Abby. She hugs Brooke and she tells Paige to like help psych up the moms by saying like, no moms, no moms, no moms.
Come on, I need some help. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like always like she always interacted with my kids back then. And they had like Diana was saying like last week, like her and Paige and Abby held hands. This week it's Abby and Brooke hugging. You will see slowly how that just totally changes throughout the show. It makes me sad. But so then they go to me doing an interview and I'm saying we're doing a world tour and the moms aren't excited. And I tell them we'll go to the pool. Well, Abby takes the kids. Yeah, because that'll really happen, right? And Kathy says that this isn't possible for her, that she did not bargain for this kind of travel, that she's getting off the party train.
The party train.
Party train. Shut up, I've had too many watermelons.
I was going to wonder. Watermelon.
Party potty, what the fuck, who cares? It's all the same thing, right?
But this is the very first time we hear the two words that I hate the most in all of life. Everyone's replaceable.
Yeah, I have that coming up. Yeah. But I loved Kathy's response. She says, yes, even dance teachers. And this is when they talk about, can somebody else bring Vivi? And Kathy says no, that Vivi will only go with her. Kathy says that, dance teachers are replaceable too. And if she goes on tour, that it is going to be with her students because her students get platinums.
We're the dream team.
Yes. No, she doesn't think we get platinums. Then Abby says that this is what happens when you let people not follow the rules. And this is how it turns out. We all had to follow the rules. Kathy should have had to follow the rules. I'm all for that.
Kudos to Abby though for saying that.
Absolutely.
Kudos to Abby for that.
I thought she should have said it a couple episodes ago because it's been 8 episodes now that Kathy hasn't followed the rules. It's about time she stood up for it.
There are times that we actually do agree with Abby. So it's not like we're just like, we don't agree, like there are times that we agree with her. So, okay. Couple of behind the scenes stories I want to point out. First of all, there was an incident that went down with Abby and Chloe in Florida that I bring up in the next episode when I go to her room and I have a big fight with her in Las Vegas. It doesn't make sense to the fans. So let me bring this up. I probably will retell the story again next week just to keep people like up to date. but we were in Florida and I don't know where the girls were going. We weren't in the van, but the girls were in the van. They were going somewhere with Abby to film something. The moms weren't there and some of the crew was there. And Brooke actually came back later that day. It was Brooke who pulled me aside and she's like, Christy, Abby was horrible to Chloe. And I said, what happened? Well, one of the things that was going down that people don't realize is that this week was the week that the show promo started airing. And it was very controversial. Like this dance show was coming up. We were at Dance Masters, and Dance Masters is a very conservative group of dance teachers throughout the country. Like you have to apply, you have to be accepted. And they were called, like Abby and production was called in front of the board, and they were furious about Dance Moms showing the dance community.
They weren't into that.
Not at all. And there was a lot of heat coming down on Kathy and Abby and like the whole dance community and us. And I remember the first time one of the dance promos aired, it was that week. They showed it to us, Kelly, and I literally, like, all of the blood went out of my face. And it was us, like me screaming, how many times has my daughter beat your daughter? Us talking shit. They showed stuff from the sizzle that they assured me would never see the light of day. It was on there. And I remember wanting to throw up, and I'm like, oh my God. And we were at the pageant where we were downstairs. Chloe was getting ready to go into one of the auditions, and there was a mom there, a dance mom from another studio that was part of Dance Masters. Her daughter was junior Miss Dance of whatever state. And she came up to me and she was like, you should be ashamed of yourself. And she's like, she didn't know who I was. And she's like, I saw these promos. You're disgusting the way that you're portraying dance. And I remember thinking to myself, like, well, bitch, you're no better than me, because like you're screaming at someone you don't even know about something you don't even understand based on like a 30-second promo. Right. So there was all this heat coming down on all of us. And it was a heavy week, if you remember. Well, apparently Abby took that frustration out on Chloe in the van. And she screamed at Chloe in such a way, Chloe was like sick to her stomach. And right before Chloe went on to compete for her Junior Miss Dance of America, Abby's backstage, and I was there because I was getting Chloe ready. And you're supposed to be like, hey, go out there and kill it. Like, I'm your dance teacher. Like, this is the culmination of all this work. And she looked at Chloe and she said, be like Maddie.
Oh God.
Yeah. And Chloe just like reeled back, and she was just kind of like blinking, and she's like, wait, what? And so we have a big fight in the next episode, Abby and I say this. So I'm setting the stage now that she screamed at Chloe in the van when I was not around to defend her. She made everyone uncomfortable. Brooke came up to me and like told me about it. It was absolutely the worst thing I've ever seen. I can't say anything. And it was terrible. And Chloe was like emotionally shook. So when I talk about this kind of stuff, that's what I'm referring to.
You know, back in April, prior to this August, if you remember when we were in Seven Springs at Dance Masters, and Abby pulled all of that stuff, like letting the kids from the show and thinking that they could just run in at the last minute and slide underneath the stanchions and stuff like that and put her kids in to jump on stage and leave when they want. And Dance Masters is a very legit, they're very legit, and they run by their rules, and they were saying no, but Abby felt that she has the right to break the rules when she wants to break the rules.
Exactly.
And I think that what Chloe probably went through with Dance Masters moving forward, or what you guys went through, was news travels fast. Yeah. So what happened in Seven Springs, that didn't stay in Seven Springs. Everybody already knew about the show and about the situations that were happening. So
of course, there was a lot going down there. And I'll just never forget seeing that promo for the first time and really realizing what the show was, because at that point we didn't know. And then this is kind of a funny story. When I only had like a Facebook at the time, I think I had just started a Twitter, but I was obviously friends with people on my Facebook from college. And I remember some of the girls who pledged underneath me in my sorority making comments on my Facebook that they happened to see a clip and they heard this voice screaming, and it sent them back to when they were pledging. Cause I always got like nominated to yell at the pledges. And they were like, "Oh my God,
gosh.
we heard this voice
Yeah,
screaming," and
the
we were like
voice from
taken
the
back.
past.
You know what's scary about that?
Yeah.
I remember being in my kitchen one day and all of a sudden hearing Abby's voice in my
Oh,
living
I
room.
know.
And it was like,
Ugh.
it's so traumatizing.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Congratulations, Christy.
Yeah. I have now ascended to the Abby Lee Miller level. Woo!
Congratulations.
Aren't you lucky?
Oh God. All right. So let's get to the fun stuff so that we can record the after show. Kelly,
What?
would you wear it again? You were where was this
wearing
dress from? Which part of the episode? Kelly now wants to wear all of her clothes from
That's
the
my
show.
new thing, Di, is every week I wear something that I wore in the episode. Getting use out of my old shit.
All right. So what part of the episode? Where did you wear that?
Recycling.
Was
I
that
wore
from
this
the
at the
competition?
competition. Yep.
All right. So you have that on the competition.
I
So
am
clearly you'd wear it again. But who was at the bottom of the pyramid as far as clothes go for the moms? I have my vote.
Well, I put myself at the bottom of the pyramid for the outfit I had on at the whatever that place was we went for.
The amusement park?
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
I had brown capri pants on.
Oh, sorry. That was really aggressive.
Let me
and
just tell you,
loud.
I don't own those anymore. That outfit I threw away.
Well, I'm going to put myself at the bottom for the maternity dress.
Okay.
Like the maternity dress is at the bottom of the pyramid. Who was at the top of the pyramid for outfits?
I didn't think anyone's were very good this year.
Yeah.
This week.
You know what? I didn't mind Melissa's white and black polka dot little chiffon dress that she was on stage with Maddie. Like I didn't mind that. So maybe that.
Okay.
And I
Sounds
also
good to me.
didn't mind your like watercolor dress that you had on in pyramid.
In the beginning. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. What she had on a pyramid with your earrings and stuff. I mean, that was fun.
That was cute.
Yeah.
Diane, you're kind of at the bottom of the pyramid just for your Joan Jett hairdo.
I'll take it. I deserve it.
I love you blonde. I think you're fabulous.
Yeah.
I think you look about 30 years younger now than
But
you
I'm
did 10 years
naturally
ago.
black, dark hair.
I love you blonde.
Who's Christy?
No, I don't believe
No
that.
one knows what color my hair is.
Oh, okay. Nobody knows. Nobody
No.
can tell.
No one has seen the real hair color since
Nobody
the
can
90s,
tell.
you bitch.
Okay.
You stop that. Well, I think
Okay.
we all look better now. I'm just,
Oh God, I don't.
I know I'm 20 pounds lighter.
well, I'm
Not
probably
me.
80 pounds heavier right now.
Me
But that's just
too.
because of where I am in life.
I'm just fat. I have wrinkles. I still no boobs. I am just a disaster area.
But you
All
have
right.
fillets.
What's fillets?
Do you-
Chicken
do you still-
cutlets.
Cutlets.
Chicken cutlets.
Cutlets.
Yes.
Okay.
What are they?
Your
Chicken
little
cutlets.
boob enhancers.
Oh, I threw them away. They leaked. Remember?
Yes, I know. I told Diane the story.
Yeah, they leaked.
All right. So how many drinks did it take you to get through this episode?
Not many. Like a half.
Yeah, this was easy. I thought this
Yeah.
one was totally easy. Although knowing the backstory, probably one for me, but just what they showed, it was easy. And what
It's
about
pretty traumatizing for me just watching myself. So I'll just
Okay.
go with a full double shot.
you need a full double
One
shot?
full double shot.
Got it.
Yeah.
What about felonies or misdemeanors? Did you guys have any?
I put it as that dance, man. That was definitely a felony.
Well, that was a
thing
felony
sucked.
for all of us.
That
dance was
sucked.
Our kids
was a
are
group felony.
so much better than that.
Yeah, that was a terrible.
And it
dance.
sucks that that dance is the first time we saw Brandon because Brandon was so much better than that.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
That was. I didn't like that dance at all.
No, that was terrible. All right. Well, next week we are heading to Vegas, and that is the week that the show actually premieres in the US. So we have lots of behind the scenes stories there. But I guess we're just about wrapped up. So we're going to head over and record the after party. But what do you want to say, Di?
I do want to say that I found something in a closet. I was pulling
What
a
did
Kelly.
you find?
Well, this is not a costume.
Oh. Living on
Oh
a
my
thick
God, I
floor.
forgot about those.
I
I
have
don't
that.
have mine.
I do.
I threw that out. See, I kept these lovely looking outfits. I threw that out. I just don't like that to think about.
I have that. I love that. That's a
that.
cute
I want
sweatshirt.
one.
I also have a production hat. So
Oh.
I do. All right. Well, Diane, thank you for being our very first
Yeah,
guinea pig.
thank you.
That was so much fun. I know, it was so much fun.
And everybody go follow Diane on Instagram. She posts really ridiculous videos of her dog.
Of her dog.
Of her dog. Well, he's funny because now that her kids are all grown, you have nothing better to do. You're like us, big fat losers. Now we went from dance moms to dog moms.
Dog mom.
We're dog
All
moms.
right. Well, thank you for having me.
Yay.
You're welcome. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh,